Hi, I'm Manjula Lee. I'm the CEO and founder of Worldwide Generation, and I'm so excited to announce that we have a new Chief Impact Officer at Worldwide Generation. Her name is Musidora Jorgensen. I'm so excited to have you on board. Welcome.
I really am equally excited to be on board and so excited to get going in terms of the mission that we have together as Worldwide Generation in terms of ensuring that we're collectively building towards a more sustainable future for us. So thank you for having me.
Oh, amazing. And tell me a bit about like your background and where you've come from and why specifically did you join Worldwide? Because, you know, you've got so many offers on the table when you chose to leave your last post. And yeah, I'm very curious as well. Why were we the lucky company that had you?
Well, look, I have spent 20 plus years in the technology industry, and most recently it was at Microsoft where I led sustainability for the UK. And that gave me a really great insight into some of the challenges that we all face collectively, not only business, but governments, regions across the world, when it comes to ensuring that we're all actually driving for the impact that we need for the change to ensure that we're in this sustainable future. So technology is at the heart of that, and data has a huge underpinning part to play when it comes to ensuring that we all have those insights that we need to ensure that we're creating the outcomes that the world needs to see. And that's something which I think is integral to the success and ensuring that we're all going to get to where we need to be. And Worldwide Generation, in my view, is leading the way in some really game-changing solutions to help everybody to do that.
Well, we feel very blessed to have you. And we've been speaking for a while as friends, as colleagues, as women in business and in sort of C-suite roles. So you were the Chief Sustainability Officer formerly at Microsoft. You know, what we've been also talking about is true sustainability. What does that look like? I know that we have sort of similar views, and that's why I was so sort of excited to have you, and also calling you a Chief Impact Officer, because I believe everyone needs a Chief Impact Officer in that company, looking at the impact of the employees, getting the best out of, you know, employees and their transformation journey. Then the impact of our clients, the impact of our partners, and everyone coming with their strengths and contributing as one, you know, and the sum of all those parts. I suppose, what's your real belief? Because, you know, one of our bugbears is that we're all going down this carbon tunnel vision right now. And yes, we absolutely have a climate crisis, but that's not necessarily the way to solve it, right? So please share.
Carbon is one piece of the problem that we all have, as we know, but there's a huge myriad of other problems that we need to be solving for. And we can't wait for one to be solved before we start solving everything else. Yeah. So I think ensuring that we're all collectively rowing in the same direction is important, and that organisations and nations and business being at the heart of that is crucial to ensuring that we're looking at the insights that we need that helps to drive the change that we need to see. So you know, impact is at the heart of that, but aligning people around the mission that we all have across the world is going to be key to that. And again, making sure that all the pieces are lining up. So I think there's a big job to do, and excited to get going.
Yeah, amazing. So yeah, we've got a big role to fulfill now with heading up really our growth part of the business, and everything from, as I said, sort of the internal growth of the business, but also working with our clients, our partners. Now we're across over 4 territories. So we've got to be in many places at the same time. Obviously, technology helps with that. But what's your kind of mission now for this, I suppose, this next 2024? What do you see is kind of going to be the important thing that we need to focus on?
So look, Worldwide Generation has grown so quickly and has made a huge impact in the amazing work and things that you've built already. And I think the opportunity to look at how to take that into the next chapter is going to be a lot of what I'm going to be helping everybody do and working with you to do, Manjula. So how we ensure that we are collectively driving for more impact, we're getting the message out further across the world, how we're ensuring that we are a key part of the solution that the world needs to see. So lots to do, and very, very much looking forward to it.
So the other thing that I know you're really passionate about, as am I, is diversity, equity, and inclusion, but also something that I found equally as important is kindness in the workplace. And, you know, as women, sometimes the femininity can be seen as a weakness. Sometimes it's soft power and etc. But I'm a complete opposite believer of that actually, that softness, that kindness actually has a lot of power and can influence so much and build trust, amongst a very trustless ecosystem that we have right now. So it was a very intentional thing to have two very strong women. I mean, you've got an incredible career, got an incredible following, you've got many accolades, for the work that you do. And a lot of women might feel intimidated by that. I actually am a firm believer of no, bring all the fierceness together and to make a difference, right? And so, what else do you want to see with women in leadership and working together?
So I'm a huge believer in that everybody has got something to bring to solving problems, for making the world a better place, or creating impact in our communities or in business or wherever we may be.
Yeah.
And sometimes that needs to ensure that we're all working together to unlock some of that potential that hasn't been realized yet. And that comes from brilliant leadership, that comes from listening, that comes from collaborating, that comes from all of the things that kindness actually can unlock.
Yeah.
And you're right, a lot of the time it's seen as a weakness. But actually it's a huge strength, and it takes a lot of steel to be kind when...
And maturity.
Exactly. And have those conversations at times that will help to progress the things that we all need to do. But I do believe that it's a key part of where we all need to ensure that we're collectively working through some of these things that we need to.
Well, I mean, to solve the world's greatest ills, going to need a lot of kindness in the world, a lot of love, a lot of light, a lot of understanding and empathy, all these different, we're going to have the mixture of different races, different religions, different ages, different everything. I mean, the diversity and that inclusion of that diversity to be seen as a source of power rather than something that divides us is a really, really important thing. So we're definitely, part of why I'm also excited to have you on board is we want to drive more women and more diversity and inclusion of all different types of minority groups into particularly the technology industry, and seeing more women come into this industry as well. And so, I just hope that this also inspires other women and girls who are watching this to say, wow, two really strong women can work together and actually can, and we're inviting more to come and be part of this mission. So
absolutely. So looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, exciting. 2024.